Just a couple of our favorite toys, and I think we'll just highlight the two that we would use the most. And I think every lesbian household should have one of these. And right now I'm holding up about a 6-inch, 2 to 3 inch girth.
I call
dog.
that about 5.5 by 5.
You call that not enough?
No, that's 5.5 by 5.5. I mean, it's equal to girth and
And
length.
I will have to just say that not every lesbian household should have one of those. Every household
Every
should have
household
one
should
of
have
those.
those.
You know,
Well, but I already have one of those.
if you carry it
I'm a
on
little
your
bit
own
longer than that,
self,
but the girth
you're
is-
lucky.
That's actually a bigger. Here, hold on.
I'll do a plug for
we
Jack and say
talked
that
about that. We called it that toy attached.
I just had to remove Jack's fake penis because it was inadvertently in the way of our demonstration. So that's a plug.
That's a nice girth.
So no, if you run the dollar all the way around your penis, check this out from end to end.
$20.
If you no,
Eyeballers
This
here.
is
That's
a $20
no,
I
but
prefer the
if
$100
you take a
bill,
dollar bill, if you don't have a ruler laying around, any fabric rulers, not a whole lot of people have them, and trying to curve a wooden ruler, well, they've got a metal edge on them. Bad things happen.
Splinters.
But if you just take a dollar
Don't
bill
measure your cock with
and
the
go
hard
from
edge.
one side to the other, just wrap around it, you can find that if the dollar meets, then you're at a 6-inch girth.
Ah.
It makes it that easy.
God,
That's
these
how
are
it
perfect.
This thing
These
fits
are
just right.
perfect.
Wow.
These kids are perfect.
I'm sorry,
6-inch
guys.
girth.
It's hotter than sitting here. We've got a window open and there's kids playing
Oh,
outside.
that
They
sound.
can't hear us, but fuck, we can hear
Awesome.
That sound.
So here's the important thing about this particular strap. So all households should have a strap on. So the strap on, and I think Dee said that Dee would demonstrate how this works. But the strap on, when attached, should
Hey.
be firm. Do you want
Get
Dee to go ahead and demonstrate?
Just wear it. Just wear it. It's all cool.
them. Yeah, I mean, put it on. Let's.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So there's a couple of things we have to point out before it goes on. So there's the hidden pocket with the hidden bullet for the wearer.
Okay.
And there's
Good
just
shit.
Literal
Yes,
stimulation.
this
That was my
little
biggest question.
Yes.
Like,
so
how does the
where am I?
top get anything out of this? So there is then a vaginal or a clitoral
Clitoral
stimulation.
Yes, doctor. There is clitoral stimulation.
Literally,
coming from this
there is
thing.
Put this over my
clitoral.
jeans.
Sure. Yeah. Well,
Yes, well,
unless you
want to get naked.
want to get naked.
I don't have a problem with either way.
Can you
Come
guys
on,
handle
bro.
that?
I can handle that.
I've handled a
And
lot
if
of
you
things.
have-
Honey, we got gloves and sandy wipes and shit all over the place.
So
We're
while
good.
Dee
And
tries
vodka.
What's the
on,
A lot of vodka.
while Dee tries on the strap that we brought in, let's talk a little bit about straps. It's important that a strap fits snug along the waist, around the waist, and snug, and has some good straps.
Can I ask a question?
You can ask a question.
When you are ordering this or at the store, would you go with the waist size? I mean, when a person's trying to buy it.
Yeah, how do you size
Small,
up?
medium,
So I can
large.
say that these harnesses, for the most part, are one size fits all, but you'll notice they have really long straps to accommodate all waist and thigh sizes. So it's
Okay.
important. So there's two kind of harnesses that people wear the most. So
It's all
there's
about the
strap
adjustments,
kind
yeah.
that you see, and it comes up just like you were
She
saying.
she just Vanna Whited her ass.
She
I
Vanna
love it.
Whited
That's
her
how
ass
big it is.
to show.
I love that, boo. Turn a letter. I'll buy a vowel.
So as Dee tightens up these straps,
Yeah,
tighten
tighten
it down,
those,
Dee,
yeah.
tighten it
Now,
down.
question from the straight community. Do you make the whole getting dressed into your strap thing
So that's
like
the
very,
big
very
question.
hot and
Part
like
of
sexual?
How do you,
Like
like the
how do you
whole
break
thing?
off?
Or
Is
is
it-
So
like,
that was the question last week during some of the interviews was how do you go from pussy to pussy to pulling the strap out? How do you make that transition? So there's two schools of thought. Some people step away and go get dressed and come on with it flopping. And some people, like what Dee does, is keeps it nearby and slips it on quickly because you don't want to interrupt the rhythm of it.
It does it in front of you. All
Right.
right.
Makes
I mean,
sense.
because I hear a lot of guys have such a hard time. Oh, it kills the mood to go and put a condom on. Bullshit, by the way.
Right.
Safe sex or no sex.
Motherfucker,
Just
that's like
a
that's like the
condom or a
sound
casket.
that's like the soundtrack of the night. When I hear a condom ripping open,
Yeah.
smooth sailing.
About to
Fuck
get
you.
busy.
You know you're gonna
Which,
get lucky.
incidentally, women also
Exactly.
use condoms on their straps so they don't have to just have one strap
It's
per
easier to
person.
clean.
Yeah, absolutely. So
There
she
you
does.
go.
D has the penis showing, so D, you gotta show the penis. So it's important that it fits snug because you want to be able to move it, otherwise it's gonna flop around.
Right.
There's one other kind of harness that you can pull up. It's a little bit different than this, and some people prefer those. But I kind of like the easy action of the
Do you want to
straps.
see my ass again?
Oh, thank you, Dee.
That actually,
Ooh.
so
I
it kind
have
of fits
a
like a
question.
parachute harness.
It is just like you're diving into something. That's exactly right.
That or
Does-
it
I
was
love
kind of
that.
Like a
Does
jock strap on the
Spanx-
back.
Right,
Does
yeah.
It's
Spanx
like a
make
jock strap.
harnesses yet?
You know, I have not seen a Spanx harness,
They
but that's a
should
great
make
idea, actually.
Harnesses.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That fabric could probably
wouldn't
fit
move too much.
perfectly. Yeah.
Because then you're
Good
all like
point.
trim and shit.
Yes, that's absolutely
Sucked
right.
in and you're
You
looking
never have
good.
to worry about taking the Spanx off after a date.
Now-
That's true.
Well,
Just slide the dog in and it's ready to go. Yeah.
There's no explosion once the lights come on. Everybody's still good. Now I see on the front there's a couple buckles there. So can you you can put in your own dong then if
We could put your cock in there.
you have the ability to
To
change
swap
that out.
out.
The cocks are definitely interchangeable, which makes this nice. So
That was the word I was
it's
looking
never
for.
one size fits all on the cock, only on the
But
strap.
that's so basically you've just Zach. Are you paying Zach royalties for using his phrase? One cock fits all.
Cock fits all.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of
Always
his
fits all.
tagline.
Oh, so
Are we-
now, one cock could never
Yeah, here.
fit all because that one.
Try to put my dick in your strap on and see if that works.
We got to see it. We got to see the versatility.
Pop it on out.
We know the straps
Oh,
can
I don't
fit
have my
to your
glove on.
bum, but we got to see if the versatility can
It
fit.
can be washed.
Well, because I've seen a couple strap-ons that are full machined
Different ring.
piece where instead of having the bullet on the
All
inside,
one piece.
you have
yeah.
something that actually inserts into the
Right.
into the giver.
So the
If only
good
a
part
cock
about
was
Obviously,
really that
mine's
easy to
got
remove.
mine's ballistic, so
your,
it's a
the
little more
balls are going to
realistic.
be on top, honey. We want the balls to be on the bottom.
So it's like a reverse fuck kind of
And I
thing
do like
once the
that it's
strap on. All right.
interchangeable. that you
So
can-
that's
you
what's
can
good,
put
is
stuff
because
in
we
and
have
out.
different sized dongs for different sized pussies.
So
Yeah,
I like that.
definitely the cock has to fit.
Well, and you know what, gay guys, don't write this off as a situation that you find that this is something you couldn't use.
Oh, no.
because there's been too many times that I've been in a situation I've just been too drunk. Whiskey dick happens,
Can't have both.
and
Exactly.
you can.
on this strap
I
on
also
the
wonder
balls.
if you have someone who's new to the game, could you downsize a little just to
True.
get them
Yeah,
started?
absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be a great way to earn them up, other
And-
than
and-
getting a plaster
You
of
could.
your own.
And there is a product out there for men that actually slips over to give you
And those
more
balls
girth
would
and
vibrate.
length,
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it
right?
just fits around your
I've
balls.
used one of those.
It goes right over
Power
yours.
bottom.
Exactly.
Yes, and as like the fieldo goes into primarily the woman's spot for that, but you can also position. There's
you
also
put that
ones for the
there.
men where it's a little further back
That's
for the
what I'm
anal
familiar with.
insertion. So
That's what I'm familiar with. The Fieldo. That one, that's the strap-on kit that I'm used to. The Fieldo, where it actually has a full. It almost looks like a butt plug, but it inserts into the vagina of the giver, the top, if you will, and then
So a lot
she's
of
getting
those,
stimulation in the rocking of that as. But
those are
these
always
for
good
women that-
ideas. The only thing that we found, and we found out with our own double dong, we found out that when too much is trying to go on with two people being penetrated, it becomes a little bit harder
Yeah.
to maneuver. So we are not big fans of the double donging, and even though the plug would go in on the harness, it's probably a little bit more difficult.
now I will say
when
now.
you're double donging, you're like, could you move your leg?
It's kind of like that.
Well,
yeah.
it gets. I'm sure
And
it
then
gets difficult.
The cock is slipping out. This one's a
See,
bit thin and too.
Now I will say.
long.
Now I will
Even
say
guys,
with your.
even with guys,
Yeah.
even if you're pulling something like this, at some point it's gonna get stuck in one's ass and not the other.
No,
so
see. Now that's where.
still
Now that's
got
where it
the
goes
top
into
against
play.
the bottom in this.
That's where it goes into play, Jack. Yours is not the most dangerous, quote unquote, as to use because that could slip completely into the other partner. While hers over there, let's show that with the cord. If it's not welded
That's a bit
in the,
much.
towards the middle, or it has a cord, that is actually a safer version to use in a sense. So you won't have to worry about it going further or,
Yes.
sadly,
There is
getting
a-
lost into the
and
partner.
those awkward moments at the ER.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is what I've highlighted.
I have an
Yes.
issue, but we need to talk about this without the teaching.
Oh, is this
stuff.
about how you toasted
no.
your lips?
No, I
Oh, I've had an almost issue concerning my what's in my asshole, but it's not pertaining to a double-ended dildo.
Well, okay, that's another.
Have you
show.
gotten a shaving cream can stuck in there?
As long as it's not
No.
like light bulbs.
Really?
Or,
I'm on my own?
Mason
Living-
jars.
living-
No.
Goats that from the smelly candle company.
Yeah.
Let's just.
Smelly things candle company,
God, we
sweetheart.
get it right.
Let's get this shit
Could you,
right.
But make sure you invoice
Yeah.
that other company that
So
I keep
think we
saying.
should turn
Oh, it's all on the list. It's on the list. It's like a verbal list. It just keeps
So
on.
we're gonna turn the vibrating bullet on and pass the strap around for
Hey.
anyone who wants to fondle.
Yeah,
the cock
absolutely.
that's in the strap.
And I have more gloves, guys, if you need them. But
Yeah.
I would
Fuck
assume
it, I'll
everybody
stand-
brought
That
clean
actually
toys
feels
in.
really
Eh,
good.
fuck it, I'll sanitize
Feels
afterwards.
good right on you.
Oh, that does feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
and that's a serious
what are you
mini
doing?
bullet
Woo!
too.
That's
So
some,
this particular strap
that's some
makes the
really
mini
good
bullet size.
stimulation.
What is he doing?
Nothing like stroking the